Hello, everyone. I'm just in my one of those my reflective moods. I'm always doing that. I'm always having thoughts in my head. I'm always thinking about something and then just looking at certain issues and like, oh, the way they are playing out. And so I was just sitting down and I was just thinking about the fact that, when they talk about this unifying, and I'm like, Peter Obi's campaign already is unifying so many people who are at loggerheads with each other. And I can personally attest to this. I have a lot of people whom, since 2015, they literally want to cut off my neck if they had the opportunity. You understand? But we are now working on the same project, and we've kept our differences aside, or they have kept their differences aside from me, because me, honestly, I hold no grudges. That's one of the things for me. I think right now, when I see it, I think it's not even about me. I think it's one of the gifts that God has given me, blessings. I don't hold grudge. We could live, but I fight. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of those that when they do anything to them, no, I don't have that. No, I'm so thankful that God did not even test me with that one. That anything they do to them, they will take. Me, as you are doing it to me, I'm doing it to you, back to back. That kind of a thing. And then I'm done. And when I see it, for me, it's over. Even if you say, no matter so many hurtful words you say to me, I have someone who in 2014, called me prostitute, said APC boys were sleeping around with me. They were passing me from one person to the other. There's somebody that I'm old enough to be her mother. You understand? At the end of the day, for me, it wasn't anything. I just felt those were just childishness of those days. We came on later. Even some of my friends who the first time they met her in my house, and they were like, Aisha, how can you do that? But for me, that's just because I would have dealt with you that time, told you what I needed to tell you that time, and I'll just move on. And I just look at these things, because most times people say things not because they mean it, but because they just want to hurt you. Because I lived in the ghetto and I know how it is when you're quarreling with someone. It might not even be true. So that's just the way I take it. But I see now a lot of people whom ordinarily they are at each other's throat, they are whatever, they're all coming together, they're all uniting and working on Peter Obi's campaign. And I'm like, that's the real unifying factor. So being a unifier is not just by words. It's not just by saying I'm a unifier. It's not by saying, oh, I've married so wives from so places. No, it's by actually people seeing you and believing in you to the extent that they are able to keep their differences aside, and they come together and they work and they be there, and there's a common vision that people are going for. And that's what we need in Nigeria. Honestly, this lack of unity that we think that we seem to have, by the time we have somebody who is truly a unifier, who has a vision that all of us can keep behind that vision, who is going on, lives are being taken not for granted, but honored the way they should be honored. Citizens are looked upon as part and parcel of the system, part and parcel of the whole vision. It will go that long way in ensuring that people do see the need to key into a particular thing and come together and work towards it. It's not as if you don't have our differences. Definitely we'll celebrate our differences, because our differences actually make us great. If you're all the same thing, that's why I always say to people, I love dissenting opinions. They give me opportunity to look at issues from another angle. If you're only just following the people that you people are doing, yes, the same thing, you're not going to learn much from that. Life will be too boring and all of that. So I just said, that was what I was just thinking about, and I said, let me just do this video to say that indeed Peter Obi is the real unifier, who is not talking, who is actually by action unifying people and giving people a purpose, a sense of purpose, a sense of vision, giving people a sense of purpose for them to come together, align behind a common goal, and the common goal of making Nigeria great for every one of us. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.